Hey everybody, Ogun God logging on. Haven't made a video in a couple of days. Sorry about that. I actually went back and I was trying to learn crafting because it's something that I never really got into. As I was learning the crafting, I could see why I never got into it. But I'm in Act 2. My Necromancer is level 17. And I actually built an assassin to level 86. Got to level 80 the first day. But anyway, I got to level 86 and realized that she wasn't adequate, let's just say. Apparently, to be a Mind Blast assassin, you need a little bit more skills than I thought to be able to do like a T3 map in Project Diablo 2, because that's what this is. This is the crafting season. So, to my surprise, yeah, she couldn't quite handle T3 maps. So I've decided to just drop her for now, keep an eye out for gear for her, and go ahead and just run a Necromancer, because the Necro here in pd2 is actually pretty buffed. So, you know, with your Corpse Explosion, which is extremely strong, mixed with your summonings, I do think that this character at about level 86 or so can do T3. If I could craft a good wand, a good shield, I think I can benefit more than I can with the other assassin I was using, because I don't know, man. I stacked about, let's see, about 11 skills, and I was Mind Blast, and she just couldn't handle T3. She just couldn't do it. I mean, if you're gonna play here, you gotta be able to do T3, man. Now I know that I kind of rushed through it, you know. I know that if I worked with her longer, I could do it and all that stuff, but I don't know. In the situation of only having a few days to this ladder, a couple weeks, I feel that a stronger character, I think I could get up there faster than trying to just keep MFing with her and keep crafting with her and all that stuff. I really do believe that I should be able to pull it off with this Necro faster than I could if I kept playing with her. I could be mistaken. I've never done anything like this. I always avoided crafting because all the materials you got to gather up, everything you got to do, it just never really appealed to me. But in saying that, now that I have worked on crafting a little bit, I kind of have a little bit of a different attitude about it, because you can make some godly stuff that I never knew even existed. Like I said in my other videos, to sit here and say I know everything about the game, I'd be an idiot. I would look like a fool to say that. I don't know everything. I'm still learning 20 years later. But crafting something I just always kind of, I've looked through it, I've looked at it, but it never really appealed to me because, like I say, you know, all the stuff you gotta do. But I didn't weigh out how good the items can actually be until now. So this ladder we're having here kind of opened my eyes up to new possibilities. So that's great. I mean, that's great, man. Always learning. Keep your mind open with anything you do. You think you know it all? Anything? You think you know everything? Usually you don't. Even if you think you do, usually you don't. Yeah, we gotta get the... hold on, do I have the staff? Hold on, man. Let me go look and see. I might have the staff already. I think I got it already. I don't want to go redo that again. That costs a pain in the rear. Oh, thank goodness gracious. Okay, so we can just go ahead and... should I get the waypoint? I'm not gonna farm here. I'm never gonna come back here. I'm not going to be rushing anyone. I'm just going to go ahead and go on. Even this waypoint here, too, it doesn't really matter if I get it. If I run onto it, we'll get it. If I don't, we'll just go. Whatever. I mean, if it was normal Diablo, I'd stop, get all the waypoints and all that stuff. I'm not going to be rushing anybody or anything like that, so I'm not going to waste my time running around all over the place trying to find the waypoints. And normal, at least. I'm not ever going to come back here. Not in this season, at least. And my other character already MF'd a ton of stuff. I got a mule full of stuff, and she's full of stuff, and all that. So any low-level stuff that I might come back here and get, I already did all that. So. Not that I don't know to get the waypoints, just so you guys know. It's just that I don't need it. Yeah, it's been an adventure, this ladder, man. Open my eyes up to a lot of new stuff, man, and I like that. That's challenging to me. I like that. Wow, man. Maybe it's up there. Oh, here we go. All right, I'm going to do a straight line straight across this thing because more than likely it's going to probably... Well, look at there. That fell right into my hands. Oh, wait. I did get the other waypoint already. I didn't even see me get us yip-yapping. Well, okay. Anyway, we're going to see if it's down on this wall, and if it ain't, I'll curve up that way. And it's usually down here or up that way on the map. We'll see. Anyway, all the studying and playing and stuff I've been doing, man, I kind of started missing doing videos. Here it is, right here on this, right here. That's why I always follow that. If you're going into Lost City and you're stepping into Lost City this way like this, always go down and come up this way, because either it's gonna usually, okay, not all the time, but usually it's gonna either be on this bottom map here, or it's gonna be up this way and right there. For me, anyway, that's how it works out for me. 9 times out of 10, that's where I find it at. Yeah, and these summoners are just eating right through this. I did go and did a little shopping, so my wand's pretty decent, you know. It's not grand old opera good or nothing, but it's, yeah, it's alright. I got a pretty decent wand in my stash. Once we go back to town, I'll show it to you that I shopped just a few minutes ago. I know I've been playing a lot of Necro lately, but I mean, for this particular season, it just seems to me like this is the way to go. Because this character over here on pd2 can teleport and everything. Look at this. Where's it at? Right here. Blood warp. So you have a built-in enigma. So being a Necro doesn't really hurt you in that aspect. I mean, you got to be careful with your life, because every time you teleport, you know, your life gets taken from you. So you kind of got to watch that when you're teleporting. Especially in hardcore, you really got to watch what you're doing. But basically, I don't try to like teleport with it. That would basically be in hardcore and hell, suicide. But what I do is if I come onto a section like, let's see. Okay, I can't show you right here, but say I was on this wall right here, and to get out of here, it's a long walk back, but right over here is a new area I haven't been to. Well, I might go ahead and take the chance, since I have a lot of summonings around me, I might take the chance to go ahead and teleport. But yeah, as far as hardcore playing, I'm not on hardcore right now, but if I was playing hardcore, I wouldn't just teleport, you know. Oh, boy, man, dude, I got a story to tell you guys. Okay, so like, I stopped playing softcore first before I decided to make this Necro when I was on the Assassin on softcore. I decided to play some hardcore because, you know, I just figured, let's try something different, but let's try it in a harder atmosphere. So I made a Druid and got him to level 80. Well, softcore, my Assassin's 83, and hardcore, my Druid's 86, I think. 86 or 87, I can't quite remember. Anyway, I was gonna make this Necro right here on hardcore, and just show you guys some hardcore, me playing hardcore, to see how I deal with things there, right? So I go and, man, and I get all the items, because I actually played hardcore longer than I did softcore. I was enjoying myself. It was a challenge. Nah. And my son was in here, and my wife left the room. Okay, and she figured, in her mind, she just figured I had him, you know? And normally I do, no problem. But I was really focused on what I was doing, plus I was playing hardcore, you know? Well, we got a back window back here behind me, and he stuck his little head out of it, you know? He can't just, like, get up and just go right out of it so easily. It's up off the ground. And he had a pretzel chip, pretzel thing, but pretzels, not pretzels, oh, what do you call those chips? Well, you know, the long little tube they're in, they're round, and you peel the top off and you eat them. Pringles. He had a empty thing of that, and I didn't know that he had that, right? So I know he's behind me. I look around, I don't see her, and I'm like, okay, I got to pay attention with my ears back there while I'm gaming to make sure he doesn't try to crawl out the window or whatever. Ooh, there it is. Got it. All right. So he's yelling for her, you know, he's going, "Mommy, Mommy," and all this. And I'm listening to make sure everything's okay, behind me. And I'm telling him, just come back and, get your head back out of the window because, you could fall. You could actually fall. It's only a couple foot drop, but still it could crack his head. So I'm telling him that, and he's not listening to me. But I thought he did listen to me because he actually did listen to me for that second. He walked over to the chair, and then I said, okay, he's out of the window. It's fine. So I'm back to gaming and everything, and all of a sudden he puts that Pringle chip thing on his mouth, and he starts yelling. And to me, it sounded like he was already outside running around out there. So, I throw my stuff down real fast. I'm on that brand new Necro that I just moved all of my godly gear to, which is a no-no in hardcore. But I figured I'm pretty good at the game. I'm probably not going to die. I don't have anything to worry about. Well, I'm in Act 2, hardcore, nightmare, and I step out to start fighting, get my summonings and start fighting, which I didn't have yet. And when I heard him, it sounded like he yelled from a long distance. Well, I throwed my stuff right down and started heading out the door to go catch him, right? Well, he didn't go out the door. He was just yelling into the chip thing, which made me think that he was farther away. So I get up and I make sure I shut the window, get him out of it and everything, and all that. And I turn back around, and there my Necro lays dead. All of my godly stuff that I had gathered up the last couple of days, all the work through Nightmare, everything, gone. So I said to myself, I was upset, and I kind of got onto him a little bit like, man, you look what you made me do because you ain't listening because I told you to get out of the window, this, that. Kind of just griped at him a little bit. He's 4 years old. I'm not going to tear into him over to nothing. But I was upset, but not at him, My fault for sticking myself out there. Anyway, I decided I won't play hardcore if he's here. Because, first of all, it takes too much focus, and I can't watch him good enough. Second of all, you could make a mistake just like I just did. Anyway, that was going to be the video for you guys, was a hardcore Necro, but it just didn't work out. So, it's whatever, Alright, did I make the staff and everything? Okay, staff's made. What is this? Oh, I was thinking about making a bow. I might make a bow, but I don't know, man. I just really don't have time. Honestly, I don't. I think I was going to stick this on my merce. Oh, he might be a level 15. Let's see. I should have waited just a little longer, to make that. Oh, well, that's okay. Anyway, okay, let's go over here. Lesson learned on the hardcore thing. Yeah, it's just, when you're trying to watch a kid and you're trying to play hardcore, I mean, it's just, and I'm already kind of tired because I've been gaming so much. It's just too much. I just couldn't do it all. Because, he matters to me more than anything else does than my gaming and everything. So I would rather watch him better and not play in such an area, hardcore. That takes so much focus when you have a child. You have to pay attention to the child. So no more hardcore for me. I really wish that my wife wouldn't have left me in that situation, though. That really, I wish she would have said something to me, because then I could have said, look, if you're going to go for a walk outside, take him with you. I'm playing hardcore. But, she just figured I had him. And I don't normally play hardcore, So she figured I had him, and, in her mind, everything was okay, which it was. Just not for me playing hardcore, it wasn't. So, write in the comments, man. Is anybody doing this season in Project Diablo 2? Anybody trying this? It's interesting, You can make some really godly items, apparently, man. I seen some stuff online that was just crazy good. Some, what do they call those big hammers? Oh, I can't remember the name of the big hammers. Those huge, big old hammers, for the barbarian and stuff. Boy, I seen some godly ones over there. Whew. Apparently, you can take an if item, up it 3 times, I think. Now, I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm just learning. I think you can up it 3 times, which really, I mean, the requirements to use it goes up, but the payoff after you bring it up and then you up it 3 times and then you craft it and then you slam it. Oh my God, man, it was unreal what you could do. Yeah, hella damage. Just real. I mean, better than any unique that I can think of. I'm already in 3. Holy crap. Time flies when you're yip-yapping. Yeah, when I get to 3, I always go. I thought that was level 2. You always go this way. Gotta pull your army over here. But as you can see, a summoner's a lot more stronger here than the normal game. Boy, I was really hoping they would buff summonings over there in Resurrected. Really hope they look at that again and reconsider.
This is fantastic. I wish I had time to study this bizarre dimension.
I mean, you should at least be able to do at least somewhat of damage with your summonings at an early level and not have to go all the way to the end game and get the most best gear and level 50 freaking summonings to be able to do the game, you know? You should be able to reach, I would say, mid-nightmare. You should start being able to do some damage with them, man. It's unreal the way they got it set up now. It's hard to fight normal Diablo solo with a summoner. I mean, you just about can't do it. But I can take a druid and summon his birds, or falcons, or whatever they are. I can summon them, kill them, no problem. Isn't that funny? But a necro can't do it. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna. Anyway, yeah, I just really hope that the necro gets some love as far as the summonings go on Resurrected. There's so much they could do with that game right there, man. It's unreal. So much potential. I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that want to keep the game normal, you know, the way that they're used to playing it as childhood and all that. Well, they can leave that version just like that. If they want to play that, they can play that. I mean, you could even give it the resurrected graphics and just keep the game the same. And us people that's been playing a long time that want to see change, that want to see progression, still can, you know. Because I'm one of them people. I want to see progression. I want to see new bosses. I want to see new areas. I want to take the fight forward. You know, take it on. You know, get on with this guy. Oh, but when I start talking, my mouth gets so dry. Gotta take a drink every now and then. But yeah, man, tell me what you guys think. Do you want the game to stay the same as the original 1.4, or do you want to see it actually go on? Or 1.14? Can't remember what it was, whatever. Before Resurrected. Easiest way to say it. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, these skeletons can actually kick butt, man, at this level. Look at that. That's how the original game, that's how Resurrected needs to be. Where these actually do some daggum damage. And these really do some damage over here, man. That's the way it should be. Just because you're a summoner don't mean you should have to kill butt slow. I mean, come on. You're not going to be as fast as other classes anyway. Sorceress with Blizzard could just wipe out a whole screen, no problem, you know, and stuff like that. I know the Necro has Corpse Explosion. I know. But, hold on, let me TP and just start over. But, it's still not a summoning skill as far as I'm concerned. I mean, every build you make goes around Corpse Explosion, no matter what it is. Poison, bones, curses, whatever. Corpse Explosion, curses, yeah, I don't like that. But I use it because it is what it is. That's what we have. I mean, to not use it is stupid. But I'd rather my skeletons and everybody get a buff than, you know. I said that in a lot of my videos. I'm not going to beat the dead horse, but yeah, you know. If you know anything about my videos, you know what I'm talking about. It's just, I don't know. But pd2 got it right, man. I mean, your summonings can actually do some damage. Your summonings can pull you through the game without Corpse Explosion. I mean, you can use it, but over here, you got to build it up to be strong. You don't just do one click wonder, you know? You got to put some, well, let's look at it real quick. Here it is. And you actually have to build it over here. You don't just get a big old percentage of the monster's life when they die. You actually have to put skills into it to build it up to be able to do some damage, you know. They did it exactly how I think they should do it over there. It's exactly right. They did it exactly right. And now that makes us over here where we can focus in on our summonings and not so much corpse explosion. Still a good skill to have, but it's not like the god of all gods over here, and I like that. I'm glad that it's like that. Don't get me wrong, built up good, it still do some damage though. No doubt about it. But it's an investment, so it makes it better. Personally myself, I would have, if I was making this game, you know, I would have made it where this is how I would have done it. Alright, so here's corpse explosion, right? So instead of maybe take one of these out right here and put the sinistries here, and then these would build this. So that way you, instead of having it like amplify damage builds it, desecrate builds it, revive builds it, no. Make it where only bones build it. So that way a summoner's not going to try to get over here and get this. You know. They kind of did it here with the curses. It's kind of right, except for curses are building something on a different tree. I don't like that. This should be built by maybe these. You know, so the bone necro can benefit off of this. It's a bone skill. But at least they got it closer to what I would consider, you know, right. You know, as far as I'm concerned. I know there's a build there that they're trying to, you know, cater to. But, yeah. They should have done it in the bone thing. So that way other builds aren't trying to steal that skill because it's so damn strong, you know. Where you'd have to put an investment into bones to make that strong like that. So a summoner don't try to steal that skill, you know, that's what I'm trying to say. But anyway. Yeah, summoners should be strong being a summoner. And this feels comfortable, what they've done here in PoE, it feels comfortable, it feels right. So, no complaints from me, at least playing a Necro here in Path of, or Project Diablo. I played so much Path of Diablo at the beginning, I just got that stupid name stuck in my head. Every time I try to say the name of this game, Path of Diablo, Project Diablo 2, which is to me a better game than the regular Diablo. Path of Diablo, this is a better game. Project Diablo 2 is the best Diablo 2 game right now in existence, in my opinion. It has everything you're looking for. It might not have them real pretty graphics Resurrected has. In that aspect, I think Resurrected dominates. But then again, if you think about it, this is HD. It does look smooth and clean. It doesn't look like, you know, when you're playing Resurrected and you switch to the other game and they show you them terrible old graphics. It ain't like that. This ain't like that. This is HD, man. This looks good. So, if you want a traditional feel to the game still, well, then this game still offers that. And all the upgrades and awesome stuff. So, just it's been on what you're looking for, you know. Personally, myself, I'd rather have the Resurrected graphics even here. And hopefully one day they'll allow that. I think after the game's probably got a couple of ladders out and it's getting kind of old to people, you know, maybe a year, maybe a couple of years or whatever, then they'll probably say, okay, let's go ahead and let the mods do it. You know, let's let them have the graphics. Something like that, you know, it'd be cool. But I see a lot more potential in Resurrected than what they've done so far. There's so much potential. You know, you don't want to make too many changes too fast because, first of all, the game loses life. Because if you give it everything all at once, everybody gets used to everything all at once, and then where do you go from there? You've already given everything at once, so they're going to give us slow. It's going to be a slow process, and that's good. That's how you keep a game alive for a long time, and always having something new to add to the table. If they give us everything all at once, I mean, you know, you're going to get used to it, and then that's going to be the end of it. Hello. How are you doing? Anyway, oh, by the way, if you don't know anything about Project Diablo 2, these slam items, so let's just say, for instance here, you know, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 different things going on in the wand, right? And I take this, put it in the cube with this, and I click it, it could give me 1 to all skills. Or it could add on 4 to skeleton, you know, Riz skeleton, or 2 to, or even 3 to, you know, skeleton monster and stuff. You know, it adds on to make it better, or it bricks it all together and you lose your item. It's a risky thing to do, you know? But that's part of the excitement of trying it. Bad when it happens to you, though. When you lose the item completely, it's not fun. There's a small upgrade. Oh.
I'll put that to good
Ooh.
use.
What in the
I'll
world?
put that to good use.
Well, you'd think that that would do more damage, but it's just a bunch of demon stuff, huh? Toss it. Okay, let's go ahead. I gotta get my strength up to 80. Not a very smart thing to do early on, but you're pretty strong over here, so I don't have too much to worry about. Okay, what do we have to? 4. I need to get to 5 on this. I got 5 here, or 6 now, and I need to get 5 here. So that's what I'm working on. Okay. So we know that the last way here is the direction we're going to go. There's only one direction left to go. And if you still made it this far in my video, man, if you want to like it, I'd really appreciate it. Gets it out to more people. If you want to subscribe to me, I would really appreciate it. The more people I can get, the better. I mean, that's awesome. And if you want to donate to help me out to get better items, you know, real life items like cameras and lights and stuff like that, if you want to donate, I would really appreciate that. That's where the money's going to go. And I always say this, you know, any money I have left over, I'm going to donate to Ukraine or, you know, hungry kids here in America or whatever. I always do that. I don't mind one bit helping other countries, and I don't mind one bit helping, you know, kids that are hungry and stuff like that. And any extra money that I usually have left over, not always, but usually, I'll go ahead and donate to a cause or something, you know. And that's just the way I am. I'm not trying to get rich here or nothing. I'm just enjoying myself, having fun. And if I can help other people that's less fortunate than me, I will. No problem. But I'll be able to do that a little bit more once I get all of my stuff I need to make better videos. You know, green screen, all this kind of stuff.
It's locked.
I'm actually working on a building right now outside. You know, I got to put carpet in it. And I'm going to put some Christmas lights in the top, like a blue background. You know, unless I can get some blue lights, whatever. And stuff like that with my donations and stuff that I'm getting. So, I mean, it's all going to something that's going to help either the channel or help people less fortunate and stuff like that. And if I can game and do that, oh, that's a wonderful feeling. If you can game and you're working and you're helping, you know, kids that ain't got no way to get food and, you know, they're having a hard time in their life, that's great, man. What a reward, you know, personal reward for yourself to help others. It's great, man. Makes me feel good anyway. Get them up here, come on, guys. There we go. Yeah, I've been down and out a few times in my life. You know, you're not paying attention to your life and you get with somebody and they turn out not to be a good person, and then, you know, you've worked 13 years in a relationship or 10 years or 7 years and you're donating all of your money and everything to having a good life with that person, and then that person decides not to be with you no more. And, you know, they got kids, they got the house, and you walk away. But you walk away with nothing. Instant hardship, you know, and I've been in that situation a couple of times in my life where it went like that. You know, it didn't work out, and we didn't want to be together, and, you know. So that's why I look at other people that's having a hard time, and I think to myself, how much would it have helped me then? When I really needed help, how much would it have helped if someone would have helped me in that way, you know? So I try, do the best I can to help. If you give good vibes out, you get good vibes back. I believe in karma, good or bad. Oh, what are we looking for here? Triangle. I have no idea where triangle is. I think it's on the other wall. Might be on this wall. Yeah, I want to be able to go live, but I'm going to have to get a few more things before I can do that. properly where it looks good. I'm waiting for my building. I don't want to really do live here because it's, I want to make a good impression, so I want to like have my build and have my green screen, have all my crap together where whenever I go live, it's good, you know. So, trying to wait to do that. So that's the reason why you don't hardly ever see me do a live video. Matter of fact, I don't even think I've done one. I've done a couple of tests to see how it all works, but I don't think the videos got published. I'm pretty sure I didn't publish one. So, if you want to know why you don't ever see me live, that's why. I'm waiting to get my bill and I'm waiting to get my stuff. A few more donations, a little bit more help will help speed up that process. You know, I'm doing this all on my own. So it's not so easy just to go out and buy everything I need and do everything I need to do with no money. You know, so eventually it'll get done one way or another, I hope. And we'll get it on the ball here so we can really start making some good content. Why my mouth's dry? I'm in a room that a lot of air can't get in. So the air gets dry in here pretty fast. Gotta get up over the window for a little while. It's like a brick room. Except for behind me. This wall here is not brick. But it's sealed good. You live in Arkansas, man. When the stormy weather and bad weather comes and cold weather comes, you better have your stuff sealed good. You freeze plumb to death. I have literally been in a room here with it cold outside, you know, below zero, had my heater running, and was still cold. So, it took like 2 or 3 hours to finally feel, I don't know if I adapted to the weather and I started feeling better or the, or what, man, but it takes like 3 hours, you know, if you didn't have your heater running already, to warm it up. Of course, this ceiling is about 13 foot high, so all the hot air goes up, so that could be part of the problem. This little room here, man, you got to keep a heater on in here. You'll flat freeze to death in the cold weather. Okay. But when I get my little building, it's I would say 8 foot this way and about, well, it's probably, well, I don't think it's 8 foot that way. I think it's about 6 foot this way and 8 foot long. It's not very big, so it'll be easy to heat in there, cool in there. It's gonna be great. I cannot wait. Oh. I'm on pins and needles waiting to get in there, man. It's gonna be so awesome. Can really start streaming and really start doing what I want to do. But when you got a little kid running around in the house and you try to stream, you know, it's spaghetti. If I'm in here, well, I'm gonna watch him. You know what I mean? If he's running around in here, I'm gonna watch him, which disturbs my gaming. Okay, Dario, let's see. Let's see what happens. I got no curses. I should have got, excuse me, I should have got a curse for this guy. I didn't think about it. Last level I got, I should have grabbed a curse. Looks like see this? See this? What level am I? 19. Look at this. The skeletons can actually handle Dario Solo. You ain't gonna do that over there. They'll kill every summoning you got and resurrect at this level. You can forget it. You ain't gonna kill him. And if you do, you gotta, all your summonings are gonna die, right? You gotta TP, go back out, summon up some new ones, come back in. He'll usually kill them too. You gotta TP, go back out, summon up some new ones, come back in. And he'll probably kill them too. Then you gotta leave again, come back, you know. I mean, if your goal was to focus on only killing him, you could do it without having to go do that. But I mean, then when you go back, you're gonna have to switch your skills when you go back out because you ain't gonna go down a bunch of masses. You know, because this is what I'd do if I was focused on only Dario and I didn't want to, you know, go back out and get summonings and all that kind of stuff. This is what I'd do. I would put about 10 skills here, 10 skills here. We're talking about a level, like a level. Okay, let's just don't do that. Let's go 8 skills here, 8 skills there, and then I would come and get this skill. Now here you couldn't do it in the normal game. This ain't this far down. I think you can get this at level 18. I'm not sure. It might be 24, but I think it's 18. Yeah, because it sets here. So you'd want this, and then whenever you hit him with this, it's good. And then on your merce, you'd have to focus on cold damage. Something on him would have to be giving you cold damage. So you got the slow of the curse, slow of the cold damage from your merce, and then you'd have to have this. This guy, you know, a few skills into him. Then you can take him out, but then, you know, like I said, you know, you go out to kill a regular monster, you're going to be in a mess. So,
You have
yeah.
larger forces. This is a sin.
Nothing can't be done, you know what I mean? Just depends on what you're trying to do. But here in Project Diablo 2, since the summoner is actually good, you ain't got to worry about it. Okay.
You have done.
Alright, guys. I just wanted to kind of, you know, show you what I'm doing. I'm just messing around. I'm waiting for the Diablo 2 Resurrected ladder to reset. That's what I'm waiting for. But I'm also a Project Diablo 2 player too, so I figured why not jump on here, you know. But, yeah, you know. Just figured I'd show you guys what I do and what I'm doing, as usual. But this is kind of what I've been up to. I'll probably make another video. Let me play. Let me build this guy up a little bit. Let me craft some stuff, and maybe in about 3 or 4 days, I'll throw up a new video and kind of show you where my progression is and what I've accomplished with this guy. Rundown of items. This, you know, real crappy low level crap, man. So the next time you see this guy, hopefully he'll be doing a lot better than this. So, all right, guys. Open God, logging out. Please like, please subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'd really appreciate it. Ring that bell if you are subscribed and you want to see my videos right when I post them. Stay good, take care of yourself, exercise, eat good, work out, you know, take care of yourself. Love all of you, and have a good day.